Welcome to this week's episode, The Influence of a Coach. We're excited to have you here this week at RioBaseball.tv. Myself, Jose Rio Berger. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. This guy, Troy P. Silva. Follow him on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and then also our Rio Athletic page. So we're excited about this week. We want to get into the influence. And some of these things are going to cross over, but this is one thing that we are truly passionate about since we left professional baseball, to put you as a coach to influence kids in a positive way, because you're going to be an influencer regardless how you look at it. It's either going to be negative or it's going to be positive. And so let's just get right into it, okay? Like it or not,
you're going to be an influencer or you're going to be influenced. So the first letter in influence is I. So I with influencer. So just speak on that for a second right now. So think about that. You're going to be an influencer or you're going to be influenced as a coach. So talk about how you're going to be an influencer versus being influenced.
well, one is how you treat the kids, right? I mean, you can influence them in a positive way or a negative way, right? And so if you go into a practice and you're actually going to talk about being a good teammate and being a good friend and getting the mindset to be about not your batting average and about how you're better than other kids on the team and how you're a coach that knows it all. One of the best things you can do as a coach is when you lose a game is say, you know what, I could do a better job as a coach, right? You could do a better job as a player and get the players to understand, right, that it's about teamwork, it's about effort, it's about energy, and we're going to get to some of these things. But you have such an opportunity to influence kids. And one of the things I mentioned when we talk about coaches clinics all over the country is if you're a coach and you have 12 kids on your team, 6 of those kids are going to have some sort of issue, and they're only going to look up to us as coaches and to you as a coach. So I want you to think about that. If you have 12 kids standing in front of you, one kid over there, his father died when he was young, and you're the only role model that he has. There's a kid over there that struggles with anxiety. There's another kid over here that was abused by his uncle. There was another kid over there that's just struggling financially trying to make it. And so when they have all these issues going on in their home life, they're looking to you. Do you treat them different if they hit a home run or they strike out? Do you treat them different if they make an error or they don't make an error? Because if you as a coach want to influence in a positive way, because you're going to influence regardless, if you get to know them as people and love on them as people first, they're going to play their heart out for you. And then you're open to influence them to build that character on and off the field.
That's awesome. And the influenced part is someone who's influenced by their surroundings. So you're influenced by the parents yelling at umpires. You're influenced by other coaches that are out there cussing and swearing, and these other teams are throwing curveballs at 11 years old, so I'm going to do it. So what are some other examples of being influenced by your surroundings versus just trying to be that influencer?
Well, not just be like everybody else. Because the baseball world, if you're a baseball coach and you've been in this world for a little bit, you realize there's a ton of swearing, there's a ton of hollering, there's a ton of just breaking off 40 curveballs a game at 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, because you're being influenced by the community to say it's okay. You're being influenced to say, well, that team practices 2 days a week, so we need to do 3 days a week. Well, that team does 10 tournaments, we need to do 12 tournaments. Next thing you know, your families are practicing 5 days a week, playing tournaments every weekend. You never get family dinners, you never get family vacations, and now you're influenced by the baseball world, and next thing you know, you're just like everybody else. So it's really important that you hold steady to, one, get control of your parents, and make sure you address the umpire and how you address the umpire. And don't be that, if you're a guy that gets kicked out of an 11-year-old baseball game,
Stop coaching.
Stop coaching, because it's not that important. Our umpire's bad, yeah, they're bad. Okay, we'll get to that in a little bit. But the reality is, don't be influenced, be a man of integrity and character, so those kids that are looking up to you, as an example, see how you handle a tough situation. See how you handle a tough loss. See how you handle how bad that umpire made that call. And if they see you do it with honor and integrity and some respect, they are going to follow your lead because they're looking to you to be the example.